My name is Lisa, and I'm a full-time housewife. I live with my husband Ronald, our elementary school-aged son Ryan, and Madison, who attends a nursery school. On this day,
Hey, why does the elephant have a long nose?
Well, that's because God swung the elephant's nose around.
really? Is God mean? No, that's not the case, Madison. Maybe the elephant wished for its nose to be long.
Hey, does that mean the giraffe wanted a long neck too?
Yeah, that might be the case. But the reason a giraffe has a long neck is so it can eat leaves from high places.
Well, I see. Then why did the elephant want a long nose?
Well, we'll have to ask the elephant or Mom.
Ryan, don't pass the buck to me when you're in trouble.
Hey, Mom, why is that?
I'm sorry, I don't really know either.
Yeah, really.
Then should we ask an elephant next time? Right, Mom?
Yay, we're going to the zoo.
Ryan, were you trying to find an excuse to go to the zoo? Madison and Ryan are siblings who get along well. They are very good children, even from a parent's perspective. But their father, Ronald, is quite troublesome.
Ryan is really a funny guy.
Thanks, Dad.
Hey, Madison too. Madison wants to talk too.
So, Ryan, what kind of story should we tell next?
Madison, what kind of story do you want to tell?
Ronald, don't ignore Madison. Can't you see that Ryan is trying to include her?
Shut up. I'm talking with Ryan now. Why do I have to talk to Madison too?
What? It's not a big deal, is it? It's just talking.
Shut up. I'm going to talk with Ryan. I won't talk with Madison.
What's with that? You're not a child. This is Ronald. He's fond of Ryan, who resembles him, and conversely, he dislikes Madison, who takes after me. That alone is troubling, but there's another person who dotes on Ryan, making things even more complicated.
Hello, Grandma.
Long time no see, Grandma. Thanks for having us.
Oh, Ryan, you've come. It's great you can greet so cheerfully. Now, Ryan, let's chat over there.
Hey, Grandma, what about Madison?
It's okay, Madison, Mom's here for you.
Madison, are you okay?
But still, Ryan, you're doing excellent in school, aren't you? Amazing. I wonder who you take after.
That's obvious, isn't it? He takes after me. Ryan is a worthy successor candidate. You'll surely become a great manager of a fruit store.
Anna, thanks.
This is my mother-in-law. Like Ronald, she shows favoritism towards Ryan, treating me and Madison like nuisances. Ronald and my mother-in-law consider Ryan as the successor to their family business, and they tell him this almost every day. After a while, my mother-in-law took the kids out and returned in the evening.
We're back. Look, Ryan was so tired he fell asleep.
Welcome back, Mom. You're right, he's fast asleep.
Mother-in-law, what happened to Madison?
I don't know, isn't she still playing in the park? Since Ryan fell asleep, we came home first.
What? You're joking, right?
What would I gain from lying about this?
Well, she'll probably come home soon. It'll be fine.
What? That's not okay. After that, when I hurried to the park, Madison ran up to me and started crying loudly. Since then, Madison and I have avoided going to my in-laws' house, and Ronald occasionally takes Ryan there. Moreover, my mother-in-law started visiting our house, leaving it in a mess every time. This situation continued for several years. One day, when Madison was already in her final year of junior high and just a few months away from graduating.
Lisa, what is the meaning of this?
What's wrong? What are you talking about?
These new uniforms and textbooks. Don't tell me you're planning to let Madison go to high school.
Of course I am. Is there a problem?
Nothing but problems. She should work after junior high. These things.
Wait, Dad, what are you doing?
This is terrible. You've torn up the textbooks and uniform. Why would you do such a thing?
I'm coming in. Ronald, what happened? I heard a loud voice.
Mom! They were preparing for high school. So I'm punishing them.
How dare a child like you go to high school with my son's money? Are you kidding me?
Madison, you will work immediately after graduating from junior high. All the income should go to the house.
Dad, please, let me go to high school.
Ryan is currently attending university. Why only Madison?
Shut up! It's obvious that my heir is more important than an incompetent daughter.
If you can't listen to what Ronald is saying, divorce him right now. And take that girl and leave immediately.
Yes, I no longer need a useless housewife and her daughter. I've decided to sell this house. So, you two get out.
At that point, Madison and I reached our limit of endurance, and we had Ronald and my mother-in-law sign the divorce papers, then the two of us left the house. 10 years later, as I was walking in the city, a ragged-looking person called out to me.
Huh. Yeah. I knew it. You're Lisa, right? Huh. I knew it was Lisa.
I finally found you.
Excuse me, but who are you?
It's me. You forgot me.
No, I'm sorry, but I don't know anyone named me. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Wait. It's Ronald, your husband Ronald. Our business is in danger. For some reason, I've lost contact with Ryan too.
And just when things are like this, we happen to meet you. Meeting here is clearly fate. So come home and help with the work.
I refuse. Why do I have to come back now of all times? It's your responsibility that the store is failing, right? Figure it out on your own.
What is that? Are you saying you'll abandon your husband?
You've been saying husband this whole time. We're divorced, you know? You're my ex-husband, a stranger to me now. Whatever happens to you doesn't concern me.
Then, I'll reconcile with you. This makes us not strangers anymore. So just listen to what I say.
Just as Ronald was about to attack me, raising his voice, someone rushed over.
Stop, suspicious person. What are you planning to do to my wife?
What are you talking about?
I understand being agitated by Lisa's beauty, but to attempt an assault in a public place, you've got guts.
That's not it. You just said wife? Who are you to Lisa?
As he said, this is my husband Noah. We remarried a few years ago.
That's right. I'm Noah, the man who drowned in Lisa's beauty and won Lisa over with my own.
Please, Noah, could you keep it down a little?
You remarried. You got remarried.
How many years do you think have passed since then? Of course I might remarry.
You dare to remarry while Ronald still exists.
Not many women keep pining over a divorced ex-husband, you know.
Yes, I've made you forget that man from your past.
Noah, geez.
Yes, I'll stop fooling around.
Hi, Mom, are you okay?
You weren't hurt. And Dad, you're due quick.
As Noah intervened and spoke between Ronald and me, Madison and Ryan came running over.
What? You're... Ryan. Why are you here?
And Dad. What do you mean by that?
When Mom remarried Noah, we went through the adoption process. So my only dad is Noah.
No! You're lying. Why would you do something like that?
Yes. If you do that, Ryan, you won't be able to inherit from us.
Exactly. I never intended to be your heir.
What? Have you forgotten the taste of the apple you ate that day?
And the small pumpkin we found together. You've forgotten that too.
I don't remember what you're talking about. And your metaphors are too vague, aren't they? I've always hated how you treated Mom and Madison like strangers, always favoring me. I was fed up with it.
No. You never showed any signs of that.
Of course not. Ryan was doing his best to protect us. He was trying hard to be liked, not to run away from you.
Ever since we left that house, Ryan has been a huge help. I really owe him so much. Now I'm working too, and I don't have to worry about being controlled by you anymore.
That's why I left that house. Oh, I've finally gained my freedom.
Ronald and the former mother-in-law were shocked to learn of Ryan's true feelings after all these years, but their expressions soon turned serious.
Ryan, I'm sorry for not realizing your feelings all this time. I won't make you feel that way from now on. If there's anything I'm lacking, let me know. So, won't you come back home and take over the family business?
Please, Ryan, we'll correct our mistakes. So please, come back.
Sorry, but it's too late now, even if you say that. I appreciate that you raised me. but I can't forgive what you did to Madison and Mom. These feelings have grown too large to be swallowed by words of apology. I will make my own way. I'm going to cut off contact with both of you.
After all the favoritism, after all the affection,
To betray us at this point. You're such an ungrateful child.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but this is something I can't give in on. I've been working hard towards this day, so no matter what you say, I can't give in. So I intend to cut ties with both of you after today.
what? You're cutting ties. Don't joke around. Who do you think raised you up to this point?
Yeah, so thank you and I'm sorry.
Damn it. Then, Madison, you marry the son of the Kayasoka company immediately. You'll help make a connection with our shop. If you say you feel indebted to Ryan, then you contribute to the shop in his place.
Lisa, you have something to do too, don't you? Apologize to us for everything up till now and persuade Ryan to come back. Then, we might even forgive you for remarrying and not coming back to our house.
After hearing Ryan's gentle rejection, Ronald and the former mother-in-law began to say things we couldn't believe. In response to the two of them, we...
Hey, are you seriously saying that? They ran away from your place because they couldn't stand it, remember? Why did they have to be forgiven by you or, even worse, returned to you?
Noah is right, we don't need to be forgiven by you. In the first place, why do you think I want to be forgiven?
I don't need you to introduce me to a potential husband. I'm already married. I don't owe you any cooperation after the terrible way you treated us.
What are you saying? Despite us pleading like this, why are you refusing?
So, you're saying you absolutely won't cooperate. If that's the case, give us all the cash you have on hand. Leave all your cards behind too.
As if we'd do that.
Upon realizing that persuasion was futile, Ronald began to attack us. But then Noah stepped in to protect us.
Ha! You think you can stop me? I carry heavy boxes of vegetables every day.
You're naive. I'm responsible for the lives of 3 family members. There's no way I can't stop you.
My livelihood is at stake. Don't think I can be stopped that easily.
It's already decided that Lisa will win in the end.
Let me go, you beast.
See, a person can become incredibly strong when they have someone to protect.
Wait. What are you doing to my son? What is that the sound of a siren? Why?
You were about to attack us, right? So I called the police. I will never forgive anyone who tries to hurt my mother now.
Nice job, Madison. That was a great play.
Madison, thank you.
The police. You've got to be kidding me. There's no way I can get arrested here.
Just give up. You can't beat me as you are now. Not a chance.
Please let us go. If we get arrested here, our lives will be over.
Just a while ago, who was trying to ruin our children's lives? I will never forgive you for hurting our children.
Even so, calling the police is too much. Are you saying you don't care what happens to me from now on?
Of course, it's not like we care what you do or where you do it.
Besides, we can't ignore your attempted robbery just now.
Damn it. Let me go. There's no way I can end it here.
In a way, this is the start of your second life. Accept it quietly.
This can't be. Everything is over.
Ugh, damn. I'm sorry. Mom, I'm so sorry.
And so, Ronald and his former mother-in-law were taken away by the arriving police officers. Ronald was later sentenced to prison for attempted robbery and assault, and was incarcerated alone in a prison. The remaining former mother-in-law returned home and tried her best to keep her fruit and vegetable shop going, but since Ronald had originally been in charge, the business kept running in the red, and she had to close the shop. Thus, while working part-time jobs, the former mother-in-law lived alone, until Ronald's sentence was finally over, and the two were able to live together again. Eagerly awaiting this day, the two of them immediately tried to revive their fruit and vegetable shop, but by that time, a large shopping center had been built in the neighborhood, and their shop had to close down without ever flourishing. All that was left for the two of them was a huge amount of debt, and they had to lead a poor life for the next several decades to repay it, leading a hard and lonely life with no dreams or hope. As for our family...
Yoo-hoo, we're at the zoo.
Dad, you're a little too excited.
Hey everyone, let's walk with a bit of distance. People might think we're with him.
Noah, if you don't behave, they'll put you in a cage.
What? That's scary. Wait, which one? Would I be put in the cage for animals or humans?
Well, at this rate, you might end up in the one for humans.
Wow, really? That's the one I shouldn't be in.
Mom, don't you think Dad believes he'd be allowed in if it's the animal one?
Maybe, we'll discuss later whether we should really let him in.
Like a sign saying, do not feed Noah the Homo sapiens, he gets too excited.
Right? And add a note saying he's noisy even without feeding.
Hey, stop, stop. Don't proceed with that ominous conversation.
Honestly, you're not the age to be getting so excited, so could you be a little quieter?
Oh, sorry. But hey, it's been a while since we've been to the zoo, right? It's like, it brings back old times and gets me all excited.
Oh, I kind of get that. I feel like we used to come here a lot when we were in elementary school.
Right. Doesn't it get you excited thinking about those times?
I see. That's what happens when an adult gets as excited as a grade schooler.
You too, add, gets as excited as a grade schooler, to that earlier warning note.
So basically, he's an adult who gets as excited as a grade schooler, whether or not there's food.
Sorry, Dad, you might really belong in the human cage after all.
We'll come visit you regularly, so don't worry.
Again, don't move the conversation forward as if it's really happening.
Since then, we made sure to carve out times like these, where the whole family can be together. As we had never been out with this group before, no matter where we go, we can enjoy it with a fresh feeling. This day, we went to a local zoo, and Noah was so excited it was quite the scene. It wasn't until security guards started gathering around that he quieted down. For a moment, I was really on edge, thinking he might actually be put in a cage for humans. In this way, while spending enjoyable times with our precious family, we continued to create yet another memory.